What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. So it's currently Wednesday morning. Today we've got 9 sales to go out, and we've also got the Saturday car boot box just over there, which I'm going to go through. Yeah, pretty successful car boot with some very special items, which I'm sure you would have seen in the thumbnail, so I'll go over them as well. So yeah, right now I'm just going to go through the 9 sales that I've had. I'm going to stick you over here and just go through them one by one. So we got a random mix of orders. Some are quite low, some are a little bit higher, hitting that perfect profit item. So yeah, let's get into it. I'll start with this one here. Got this Nerf, what are they called? Hyperfire, Nerf Hyperfire. It hasn't got the basic drum mag that usually comes with this gun, so I've just put a standard one on. This one actually owes me nothing at all. I picked this up for £10 with 2 Havoc Fire guns. I've sold one of them guns for 45 quid and the other gun didn't work, so I sold all the parts separate. This gun here is sold for £12, so £12 with free postage, not much in it at all, but it doesn't really matter because I'm kind of into profit on that one completely. So even though it's only going to be a little bit of profit with my £12 free postage sale, it's definitely still worth picking these ones up. Right, next up, just a basic pair of suede brown Vans. These ones have only sold for £24.99, so not much money, but I only paid £5 at the car boot sale, so still a decent chunk of profit there for me. They took a little bit of cleaning up. They literally sold straight away within 24 hours, so can't really complain at that. Next up, a little bit of a fail here. I think I paid about £8 on Vinted for these ones quite a few months ago. Just a pair of Shimano cycling shoes, almost like brand new. Hardly worn at all, if worn at all. They've only sold for £29.99, so not a lot of profit, especially once you include the Vinted fees. Just a little bit of a bread and butter item there. Next sale, got this pair of Converse Moves. These are like black and peach colour, really popular. They usually sell for around 35 to 40. I had these up for 40 quid, as you can see by the soles. Not much wear to them whatsoever. Somebody sent a nice generous offer of £35. Straight away accepted that one. I always say this in my videos, but I never pay more than £10 for these ones here. I think this exact pair owes me about £8. So not too bad. Alright, so creeping up a little bit in price, these gazelles here. Quite a nice purple black colour. Quite a small size though, I think they're like a size 4 or 5. Oh no, size 6.5. I paid £15 on Vinted because the seller said they were brand new, which unfortunately they weren't fully brand new. If you can see the soles there, you see the wear on the heels, so that's not really too ideal. If they were brand new, you're looking at sort of 50, 55, maybe 60 quid. But unfortunately, because these have been worn a few times and the seller wasn't completely 100% honest, they have only sold for £37. So not the best sale once again, but whatever, it gets them gone. If I knew they'd been worn a few times, then I definitely wouldn't have bought them for 15. But you live and learn, this is all part of the deal on Vinted. The more you do Vinted, the more you start to learn. Some sellers are really honest, some are completely dishonest. But that's all part of the game. Lovely pair of like olive green Runstar hikes next. These ones have sold for £42.99, so they're a little bit grubby and dirty, but I managed to get them really cheap because of that. Gave them a little scrub up and they have almost come up like new, as you can see there. There's a few little markings on the light green sort of upper material, but other than that, they're pretty good. £42.99, and I think I paid just £10 on Vinted about a month ago now. So sat around a little bit. They're not the most popular colour, but no matter the colour, these ones always sell really well. So do keep an eye out on them. You can't really miss them. They've got a massive chunky sole. There's the back of them. There's the heels. Just be a bit wary. Sometimes the heels are really worn down. So yeah, keep an eye on them. Okay, the next sale, you would have seen this in my recent car boot video. This is the NutriBullet Baby, which I've never seen before. Yeah, first time find, really surprised with what they sell for. If it was complete, you're looking at sort of 50, maybe even 60 quid for these. This one was missing a few of the little cups. I think it should come with 2 of these, only came with 1. So I set my price at £45.99, and within a few days, somebody picked it off the shop, paid full price. And for that one there, I paid just £4 at the car boot, so absolute bargain. Next sale in the bag, got some really nice, fresh New Balance 327s. These are the Moonbeam edition, sort of a navy blue end with sort of beige white material on top, and with like gum soles as well. If you don't know already, gum soles are really popular, so keep an eye out on them. Once again, absolute bargain on Vinted. I think just £15 paid. They've sold for £55 on eBay. I know I repeat myself in every video, but these shoes here are definitely my #1 seller. They sell so well. I know I'm making it harder for myself as well by putting this out there, but I can still manage to snipe these, so I don't see why you can't. And what I thought was going to be the best bargain in a long time, these ones here, paid £8 on Vinted. It was a brand new seller to the app, so I got free postage, so I think they cost me like £9.50 all in. If that, maybe a little bit less. They are brown leather Altbergs, which I think are like army issued boots. They are pretty much brand new, these ones, but unfortunately where they've been sitting probably like in the loft or something, the heat has actually managed to crack this sort of midsole, which is a very common fault on these shoes. So do keep an eye out on that if you're looking for these on Vinted or the car boot. People still buy them, but it obviously just drops the price dramatically. If that wasn't cracked in that clean condition without any creases along the top, I've sold them in the past for around £100, £120, but because of the obvious damage on these, they have only gone for £59.99. So of course, still a massive markup from my £9 invested, but it would have been nicer getting that 100 quid. Okay, so I'm just going to pack this lot up and then I'll go through the Saturday car boot items here, so stay tuned. Okay, that's the sales done. Yeah, yesterday was actually a really good day on eBay. I think 9 sales, listed 10, sold 9, so that's just exactly where I want to be. And it just goes to show that if you do start listing consistently, like I said in my previous video, I'm trying to list 10 items a day. If you really do start listing consistently, the sales will follow as well, as long as your prices are right. As soon as I pass 10 sales, then the shop is actually dropping, like in listings, and that's not really what I want, but at the same time I do want it. So you're really just fighting against yourself all the time, but either way I'm making sales, so I can't really complain. Anyway, let's get into this box here. We've got Saturday's car boot. Like I said, I'm really liking the idea of this dedicated Saturday car boot box. I did actually ask if I could record there. They did actually say I could record, but it was a bit like, if you do record, you've got to ask every single seller at the car boot if they don't mind being on camera. And I'm not going to do that. Could you imagine going up to someone at the car boot and saying, I've got your item here for £1. Do you mind if I just catch it on camera, because I'm going to sell it for 100 quid on eBay? Just not going to happen, is it? So yeah, I think that has kind of like finalised my decision for that car boot. It will continue just being from this box and in my garage. I'm not going to risk filming there, because the last thing I want is to be kicked out of that Saturday car boot. Anyway, I keep waffling on. Let's get into what I found. Thanks for that. All good? Thank you. All well and good talking about good sales, but just got my first return in about 3 months on eBay, so gonna have to refund them now quickly. Right, we're back. Let's finally get into this box of Saturday car boot items. So, first item, got these Laura Ashley wallpapers. They're all open, but there was one sealed, so pretty good on that. Paid £2 for the whole lot. It's actually looking like quite a popular design. A lot of these go for really good money. This one in particular is called Gosford Meadow. All these open rolls here, they're all matching, so I'll just sell it as one big bundle. Paid £2 for the lot. It looks like I can probably get about 20 quid for one roll, and for the whole lot, I don't know, maybe 30, 35 pound. Of course, as always, I'll flash up the eBay comps as I go through all these items, but definitely good money there from my £2 invested. And yeah, that was the first item of the car boot. Literally picked it up as soon as I walked in. Right, next up, got these size 12 men's Magnum sort of patrol, police patrol, ambulance, paramedic, whatever, boots. They're not steel toe capped, but they're just very popular in that sort of job role. Do keep an eye out for them, especially in this condition. These look like they've been worn about once. Absolute bargain on these. Paid £8 for them. If you ever find them, look on the inside of the tongue and you'll see the model. These are the Magnum Centurion 8.0s. So I'll flash up comps for them, but I'm expecting in this condition 40, maybe 50 quid. So not bad on that. The next find was these here. Paid £2.50, I want to say. Either £2.50 or £3. First time I've ever picked up any Bakugan, however you want to say it. No idea if it's complete, but I looked inside the box, saw quite a few of these little figures in there. This isn't really my world, to be honest. If you're looking for someone who knows about this, I recommend watching Master of Pieces channel. He knows a great deal more than me about any kind of figures, vintage, new, whatever. So yeah, if you're watching this, Ian, let me know if I've done good on that one. I have no idea. Right, the next find, brought this from viewers of the channel. Didn't catch your names, but thank you for watching. Paid £5 for this one. It's a Charles Owen horse riding helmet. As I was explaining to them as I bought it, it's usually the foam on the inside that starts breaking apart. So as long as that is good in there, which you can probably see there, then you're all good to go. Of course, you want the straps to be all good as well. Don't buy it if it's got broken straps, of course, then it's no good. But yeah, horse riding helmets, Charles Owen, top quality brand. I'm probably expecting about 30 quid back on that one. Right, next two finds, got these shoes here. So we've got a pair of Converse. These are brand new. And have a look at this. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tongues to it. So standard, but apart from the 5 tongues. Very, very random. But they are completely brand new. So these ones, as well as the Dr. Martens right here, which I got from the same seller. I'll just get the light and show you these a bit more clearly. Really nice sort of platform. They're only a size 3, so a little bit of the small size. I believe they're vegan because they've got the yellow sort of tab on the top there, which I think indicates they're vegan ones. There's the soles, so not much tread wear on them. She originally wanted 15 for these, and I think 10 for these ones here. Managed to get the 2 pairs for 20 quid, so a bit of a bargain there. This is the vegan Jaden 2, so once again I'll flash up comps. Condition's pretty good. There's no rips or anything, there's no separation from the bottom sole. It's usually around the creases on the toes here where they start peeling up. But these are actually looking really good. I'll just give them a little wipe down with a baby wipe and then we're all good to go. Okay, so now we're on the last find before the big hitters. Paid £5 for this here. This is a Silk Black Diamond 88 tripod. So it's a really robust, well made, as you can see, just professional tripod. There's the price tag on it there. So once again, I didn't know much about this. There was no one around her stall, so I gave it a quick little eBay search whilst in the field. I think I saw a listing sold for £49.99. There could be a little bit less, could be a little bit more. But either way, £5, quite a fair price to pay. Looks all complete, doesn't look damaged at all. I want to say probably like 30 odd years old. So yeah, definitely a fair find for £5. Just found this one here, just slipped down the bottom of the box. £2 paid for this one. Actually, no, it had a £2 price on it. I remember I haggled him down. £1.50 paid. Just the basic Casio calculator. That's 2 Saturday car boots and 2 of the same calculator. These ones sell for about £15 really easily within like sort of 24 hours. Just this morning actually in the charity shop, £2 paid. Found another one. This one's actually really nice. Clean condition and it's white. So yeah, should get also £15 for that one. So yeah, scientific calculators, really good finds, really good money in them. I think these are like the known sort of GCSE calculators, so they fly out the door. Just keep picking them up. And just like that, we are magically back in the house. I was in the garage, but once again, the neighbours started cutting the grass. I don't know if it comes through on the camera too clearly, but I can really hear it, so it really annoys me. So I thought I'll come inside and show you guys this last big hitter. So if you clicked on the video, you would have definitely seen what it is. No surprise. 2 brand new and sealed Tamagotchis. So these are the ones from 96, 97, so getting on for about 30 years old now. I'll just quickly go through these. So what we've got a yellow one here, and as you can see, Tamagotchi, the only imperfection on this one is there's some markings which are somehow on the card underneath the wrapper, but it is still completely sealed. And as you know, you need scissors to get into this, and there's no way of resealing it or anything. You can't pop it open. That is completely sealed up. It could be like a little bit of mold or something. Maybe they were stored in a sort of wet place. But either way, that's not coming off. They were quite dusty when I first got them, and I gave them a little baby wipe, quick clean up, and they've come up really nice. I'd say the black one is in a little bit better condition. As you can see, there's no damage to the actual packaging. There we go. A few little hairline scratches, but nothing to worry about. I've had a few people reach out to me saying I should get them graded, but realistically, for me, I wanted to keep these ones just in my personal collection because I'm not a big collector, but when I do see things from my childhood which have so much nostalgia for me, and especially seeing brand new and sealed like this, I literally remember picking these off the shelves at the shop and then being in this sort of plastic wrapper and struggling in the car, because I had it in the car, trying to open it, and I couldn't open it till I got home. Yeah, it just brings back those memories, and of course the playground memories of playing with these. To see them at the car boot sealed really brought it all back home for me. I've only ever found one of these at the car boot, and I think I paid a £5. That was all scratched, beaten up, but it did actually work. I think it sold for like 40 quid. But like I said, to find them brand new and sealed, absolutely unreal. And they are completely genuine. There's the backs of them, if any of you were wondering. So this is the 1800 model. They have been remade quite a few times, but obviously the remade ones have different packaging. But these ones, as you can see, Bandai 1996 to 97, made in Malaysia. Yeah, just absolutely crazy. What a find. Let's get into what I paid. So the guy originally had them at, I think, a car boot last week. He was asking £40 each for these, so £80 for the pair. And they sat there all car boot long. Nobody else bought them. Nobody haggled them down. He came to my Saturday car boot and he had dropped his price a little bit. He was asking £30 each, which was still pretty high. I actually said to him to his face, I've got to check eBay, I've got to check what they're worth. I am serious about them, like I do want them, but I can't just give you 60 quid and not know what they're worth. So yeah, I checked solds. The highest one I could see that was sold has sold for £80 for one of them, so that's a good sign already. But I think a big deal with these Tamagotchis is that it comes down to the colour. So if you look here, you've got the yellow sort of transparent one. I think these were more heavily produced, so they made more in that colour, which drops the value a little bit. Obviously that will still be worth £80 to £100 because of the condition and it's completely sealed. But then you come over here and you've got the black one. I think these ones, I'm no expert, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this one was less produced than this one over here. So if I wanted to, I could probably aim a little bit higher with that one. If I did want to sell them, I could potentially aim for the £150 each mark. But for now, I think they're just going to stay put in my collection. It's just one of those items. We go to the car boots week in, week out, every single week to hope to find items like this. When these ones came along, I couldn't say no. I don't think I've actually told you what I paid yet. Anyway, the guy was asking £60 for the two of them. I then offered £50. Thought that was quite a fair offer. There was lots of back and forth. He came back with 55, and I still thought that's too much to fork out because at the time I wasn't sure if they were genuine or not. I still wasn't sure if they were remakes. I didn't actually spot the dates on them when I first looked at them, so I really wasn't sure if they were the real deal or not. I said, this is my absolute best, 50 quid, and finally he gave in and he accepted that. He then went on saying that I'll make lots of money on them. He knows I'm going to resell them, but I'm genuinely not. I want to keep these in my collection. It'll be quite nice down the line a little bit, showing my kids, here's the toys I used to play with in the playground, and look at this, I've got them in brand new sealed condition. So yeah, definitely a keeper for now. Let me know in the comments if you were to pick these up, whether or not I should sell them. So there's a potential £160 there from £50 invested, so not too bad at all, but to be honest, I think they have more sort of like nostalgic, sentimental value to me, so I'm going to keep hold of them for now. It's not every day you come across brand new sealed Tamagotchis. So there we go. I've put the Tamagotchis away in their drawer. They're going to stay there for God knows how long, but yeah, really cool find. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed today's video, please do hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already, and I'll hopefully see you in the next video. See ya!